My name is Donnie Lowy from Closeoutexplosion.com. I have a wholesale business in Brooklyn, New York. Today I'd like to discuss with you how to buy fashion in bulk for Trinidad. As a wholesaler in Brooklyn, New York, who exports merchandise throughout the Caribbean, I have many customers throughout the Caribbean, including in Trinidad. And I know that there's a very big demand for top-of-the-line, high-quality wholesale products for Trinidad, and I'm going to give you some tips that are going to give you basically sources of where you can buy that fashion merchandise. So first of all, buying in bulk refers to buying lots, buying pallets, buying large amounts of closeout inventory. And when you buy in bulk, the advantage is that you're getting a much lower price per piece than if you're buying individually. And of course, the challenge is that since you're buying in bulk, you're having to buy a larger quantity of merchandise than you might have wanted to buy in the first place. So for instance, you could come to my warehouse in Brooklyn, New York, and you can buy brand name dresses, and you can take the exact quantity that you want, and you'll pay $25 and $30 a dress. And if you buy in bulk, let's say you buy a large quantity of dresses, you buy 50 dresses or more, then the price is $19.99. And of course, I have different dresses. Some could be more expensive, some could have lower prices, and so on. But all my prices are below wholesale. Now, the challenge is that when you bought those dresses in bulk, you no longer could buy 20 dresses or 15 dresses. Now you had to buy 50 dresses. The advantage is that instead of paying $25 or $30 a dress, you only bought 50 dresses, so you saved money. So there's definitely an advantage to buying in bulk. Another advantage to buying in bulk is that sometimes it's good to be in a situation where you have to buy a lot of merchandise, and I'll explain why. There's a temptation to buy, just the amount of merchandise that you think you're going to be able to sell. But the challenge is when you do that, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you might not have enough merchandise if you get an unexpected uptick in your business. If more customers suddenly come to your store, to your warehouse, or look at your website, you're not going to have enough merchandise for those customers. But if you're buying in bulk, then you're definitely going to have a lot more merchandise, and you're going to have more merchandise available to sell to your customers. So now, let me give you some places where you can buy in bulk for Trinidad. Number one, you could definitely come to my warehouse. My website is Closeoutexplosion.com. Number two, you can go to a website called liquidation.com. Liquidation.com is an online liquidation business, and what they do, it's owned by Liquidity Services, they're a public company, and what they do is they act as a middleman, as an online middleman. They're an auction platform, and through their auction format, they will sell inventory that's either overstock, store returns, closeouts, job lots, irregular merchandise, even secondhand merchandise, which is basically used merchandise, and they will sell that merchandise to buyers throughout the world. The advantage to a buyer is that the auctions can either have no minimum, or the auctions can start at $100, but you have to see the listings. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, actually, all the auctions do start at $100, unless it's a special type of auction, but you would have to definitely, take a look at that. And another advantage to buyers is that you are buying from a company that's trusted. You're buying from a public company. You should always do your own research, and of course, you definitely have to be careful, but I think there's a certain security knowing that you're dealing with a legitimate company. Now, when you deal with a legitimate company, you're going to have certain assurances. One of the assurances that liquidation.com gives you is that they only release the money to the seller, to the owner of the merchandise, once you've received the merchandise and you're satisfied with that merchandise. So that's definitely, a big advantage. And now, as a seller, if you're curious, the advantage of selling through liquidation.com is that even though you might get a very low price, you're going to be able to potentially reach a tremendous amount of people who could be interested in the merchandise that you have for sale. So now, back to more sources. Another way to buy merchandise in bulk for Trinidad is to go to a search engine called wholesalecentral.com. You can look at their listings, look at all the different wholesalers that list products through their search engine, contact them and find out if they in fact ship to Trinidad and if they're willing to do international orders. Now, when you speak to wholesalers, whether they're in the United States or they're in other countries, they might not be familiar with how to ship merchandise to Trinidad. I know when I first started my business, I wasn't. So what you want to do is, instead of just running into a wall because they'll tell you, no, look, I don't know how to go about sending you the merchandise, explain to them the shipping options. One great option, which I use for my customers, is the services of tropical shipping. Tropical shipping will ship on a freight collect basis to Trinidad, which means that the buyer pays for the merchandise when the merchandise arrives in Trinidad. And a great advantage to the seller is that the seller doesn't have to, how do I explain? The seller doesn't have to estimate the exact shipping quote. The seller can give you per pound, but the shipper doesn't have to be involved with all the details of the shipping process, because that's something that is going to take place between tropical shipping and the buyer in Trinidad. So that's definitely one option. And another way to get fashion in bulk is through a website called Bstock. Bstock is owned by Bstock Solutions, bstock.com, and they also set up marketplaces. It's similar to liquidation.com, except liquidation.com has only one marketplace for many different sellers. What Bstock Solutions does is they create marketplaces on their website, and each marketplace is for a specific vendor. So for instance, Walmart has a marketplace through Bstock Solutions, and when you go to their marketplace, you have the opportunity to buy pallets of overstocked merchandise, of store return merchandise. You are definitely going to have to buy in bulk, or you're buying by the pallet, and the advantage is you're going to get a lower price per piece than if you're buying it individually from a wholesaler. And another great advantage of using a website like bstock.com is that you are going to be able to deal directly with the owners and the sellers of that merchandise. You know, there can be times when you might have to go through a closeout broker, which is fine. A closeout broker can have connections that you might not have. But if you can deal directly with the source, that's a great advantage. You know, I have people who come to my warehouse, they'll buy on a wholesale basis, and then they'll sell to retailers in Trinidad, and that's fine. But if a retailer in Trinidad could come to buy directly from me, they're not going to have to pay the markup that the wholesaler is going to charge them. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. My website is closeoutexplosion.com. The next time you are in New York, you're welcome to visit my warehouse. If you have any family or friends in New York, you can send them to my warehouse also. And you can always order online and through the website. I would be happy to send you pictures and videos of my products through WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 917-913-6093. Thank you so much and have a great day.